such exquisite work on these cotton clothes. Wow. Today garments of so many different varieties are available to us. Did you know that cotton textiles have been a part of India's legacy? In ancient India, hand spinning and handloom weaving techniques were used to produce cotton textiles. In the 18th century CE, a behemoth entered the industry, the power loom. During the colonial period, India's traditional industries had to face a lot of hardships as they could not compete with the mill-made clothes from England. In some ways, the two world wars were a blessing in disguise for the textile industry in India. As Europe was at the center of these wars, the UK relied on India for cloth. This boosted the development of the cotton textile industry in India. Fast forward to 2017, and there were more than 3,000 cotton and human-made fiber textile mills in the country. About 80% of these in the private sector, while the rest are a part of the public or the cooperative sector. Additionally, there were several thousands of small factories with less than 10 looms. Wow! This looks gorgeous. I wonder how much it costs. What? This can't be right. Just yesterday I saw that 1 kilogram of cotton only costs around 110 rupees per kg. So, why does this cost so much here? I think we'll have to go through the process that converts cotton into these garments. It's quite fascinating. It all starts from nurturing cotton crops and getting blessed by raw cotton for all the hard work. Now, this raw cotton goes through a process called spinning. Does this look familiar to you? Well, this is a charkha. You may have seen Gandhi ji working on one of these, right? But today we mostly use mechanized spinning for this process. From this process, we obtain yarn. After this, the yarn goes through the process of weaving and knitting. Weaving is practiced using a hand loom or a power loom, and in the mills too. From this, we obtain the fabric. Basically, the thread turns into cloth. But this looks a little dull, doesn't it? Alright then, let's add a splash of color. And this happens in the dyeing and finishing step. And we obtain this colorful cloth in the process. But it still doesn't exactly look like a shirt or a trouser, does it? Well, that happens at the garment manufacturing step. And voila! Here's your shirt. Wow! That is quite an extensive process, isn't it? Imagine the number of skilled people, specialized equipment, and significant investment of money that goes into all of these processes. Actually, on second thought, I think this shirt deserves the price that it's being sold for. And it's a wonderful gift. My best friend will be elated. Initially, the cotton textile industry was concentrated in Maharashtra and Gujarat, which was the cotton growing belt. This localization was due to the easy availability of raw cotton, market transport, including port facilities, as well as adequate labor and a favorable moist climate. If we look at the entire cotton textile industry, we can discover some areas are doing very well, while some others need some improvement. So, let's discover these strengths and challenges. India's spinning process is a force to reckon with. Our spinning mills are so well equipped and competitive that they can use almost all the fibers produced in the country. At over 50 million spindles, India has the second largest installed capacity of spindles in the world after China. During the mid-80s, the spinning sector received a lot of attention, leading to its growth. Our spinning mills produce world-class export-quality yarn, with China and Bangladesh being the major importers of Indian yarn. In fact, our country accounts for about 1/4 of the total world trade in yarn. So, we have a fairly good supply and quality of raw cotton in our country, and our spinning process is world-class. Then, where does the challenge lie? Well, it's the weaving which needs a lot of attention. Our weaving units are not able to fully utilize the high quality yarn produced in the country. Although there are some large and modern factories in these segments, most of the production is in fragmented small units which cater to the local market. And this is accompanied by erratic power supply and lack of modern machinery. As a result of all this, our fabric quality is not that high. Thus, there is a mismatch between the quality of yarn and the quality of fabric that we produce. As a result, many of our spinning units have to export cotton yarn while apparel or garment manufacturers have to import fabric. Well, not everything is so gloomy with our weaving industry. There is some good news as well. The weaving processing units in India are highly decentralized. This decentralized approach may have been proposed to encourage traditional skills and designs for weaving, be it in cotton, silk, zari, or embroidery. Many weavers have also obtained employment in the cottage industry of handspun khadi. Now, if we were to look at the cotton textile industry in its entirety, we would see that the industry is closely connected to agriculture. It provides a livelihood to farmers and cotton ball pluckers. Workers engaged in ginning or processing of raw cotton, spinning, weaving, dyeing, designing, packaging, tailoring, and sewing are also given a new lease of life thanks to the cotton textile industry. What's more, the industry also supports several other industries like chemicals, dyes, packaging, and engineering works too. The cotton textile industry uses the products and services from these supporting industries to ensure its smooth functioning. Although our trade in garments is only about 5% of the world's total as of 2018, Indian cotton goods in general are exported to many countries like USA, UK, France, the East European countries, Russia, Singapore, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and some African countries as well. Nevertheless, there are a few challenges that the industry still faces. Low output of labor, as well as the competition from the synthetic fiber industry, have acted as major impediments in the development of the cotton textile industry. We must work on these challenges in a planned and structured manner to ensure that we can progress much more in this industry. What are the things that pop up in your mind when I say golden? Is it sparkling jewelry or crunchy corn or even sandy beaches? Do you know that there is also a golden fiber? Yes, I'm talking about jute, and it's quite an important fiber too. In largest producer of raw jute and jute goods. In terms of exports, it stands at the second place after Bangladesh. Did you know that? It is produced in areas having abundant water for growing and processing of raw jute. This fiber is used for manufacturing many goods like bags, carpets, chair covers, and much more. India's first jute mill was set up at Rishra near Kolkata in 1855. This helped process almost all the jute produced in the Bengal region. But erstwhile Bengal was divided between India and Pakistan in 1947. 3/4 of the jute producing areas went to East Pakistan or present-day Bangladesh. But the mills remained in India. Even today, most of the jute mills are along the banks of the Hooghly River in West Bengal. Various services like banking, insurance, port facility for the jute industry are provided by Kolkata. Availability of waterways, roadways, railway network, abundant water supply and cheap labor facilitate the jute industry in these areas. The jute industry provides employment to a large number of people, but most importantly, it provides us with an alternative to the use of plastics in the form of jute bags and sacks, as synthetic plastics are harmful to the environment. But not everything is sunny in the jute industry. The jute industry faces stiff competition in the international market from the synthetic substitutes. Moreover, competitors for countries like Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt, and Thailand are posing challenges to the Indian jute industry. To boost domestic demands, the government has come up with a policy of mandatory use of jute packaging. India also has the opportunity to excel its jute export to other markets like USA, Canada, Ghana, Saudi Arabia, UK, and Australia. In the near future, growing concern about environmental pollution and degradation will open up new opportunities for this industry. Diversification of products can also stimulate demand for jute products. Can you imagine your morning cup of coffee or tea without a spoon of sugar? I can't. And I'm guessing a lot of people in India also feel that sugar is an indispensable part of their diet. I'm saying this because it was found that India is one of the largest consumers of sugar in the world. Apart from being the country that consumes the most sugar, India is also the second largest producer of sugar in the world. Moreover, it is the top producer of gur and khansari in the world as well. To fill the sugar bowl on your table and make it consumable, industries process sugarcane through various processes. The main raw material for the sugar industry is sugarcane. These are bulky and need efficient transportation from fields to the mills. Otherwise, sucrose content can be lost during haulage or transportation. In India, sugar mills are located in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, and Madhya Pradesh. 60% mills are in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Of course, this data can change over time as new mills come up. Sugarcane production is seasonal in nature, and the crushing period for the sugar industries is limited. Due to this, a company will be profitable only if it uses its fullest capacity during this crushing period. If there are any issues in the supply of raw material, the profitability of the company will also be affected. A great solution to this quandary is the setting up of sugar mills in the cooperative sector, where farmers are the members of the cooperatives. Through this, a constant and assured supply of raw materials can be ensured. Apart from this, the raw material would be cheap, as it would be directly procured from the farmers. In recent years, sugar mills have been shifting to the southern and western states. Now, this is especially true in the case of Maharashtra. Why? Well, the answer is related to the higher sucrose content in the sugarcane produced in these regions. In addition to this, cooperatives are successful in Maharashtra. The cooler climate in these regions ensures that the industries have more time for crushing. Now, apart from the seasonal nature, the sugar industry also faces other challenges of old and inefficient methods of production. Lack of efficient transportation is yet another problem faced by the industry. Another challenge of the industry is that it is still not able to fully utilize the potential of bagasse usage. Confused? What is bagasse? Let me show you. You may have seen this near sugarcane juice stalls, right? Now this is bagasse. This is what is left of the sugarcane after it is crushed for industrial usage too. Maximizing bagasse usage is another area where the industry needs to improve. And you know what? We can use bagasse in the production of paper, ethanol, and even to generate electricity. By taking such steps, we can solve some of the challenges of this industry. But we still need to address many more. In spite of this, sugar industries continue to add sweetness to our lives, and we need to thank them for that.